I wish people weren't injecting fluid into their scrotum. I wish they were injecting empathy into their heart, Zach.
We got the clip. Hello and welcome to the Pre-Cap, a Daily Show podcast where we sit down with this week's host to recap some of the latest news and preview what's coming up next. I'm Zach DiLanzo, a writer at the show, and I'm joined today by this week's host, Michael Kosta. Thank you for saying it with me. And
you're welcome.
His dog, Walter.
Walter, 11-year-old Havanese mix.
Woo! Taking a nap in the corner of the room.
Walter, can you say hi? Do you have any thoughts on the week? He's honestly, ever since Lindsey Graham died, he's
having a tough go of it. He's just
down. He loves any expensive international conflict.
Yes.
Walter is into it. He supported Lindsey Graham all the way. And it's true what they say, Zach. You can't control what your dog's political opinions are.
Yeah. But you love him nonetheless.
Yeah.
But I mean, we could certainly start by talking the big news.
It is.
We woke up on Sunday and found that Senator Lindsey Graham had suddenly died after, I guess, a heart condition, heart event.
71.
71. It's young.
I thought actually that he would be much older.
Yeah, because he's been around. I think of like when I was watching the Daily Show 20 years ago. It was like him and McCain were such staples of the coverage. So it feels like he's been around at least like when I first started paying attention to politics, which seems like a long time. Huge war hawk.
War hawk. But I was like, wasn't there a time when he was kind of like anti-Trump?
There was a time he came onto the Daily Show when Trevor was
show, yes.
And I think they played billiards together because I think Lindsey Graham owned or grew up in a billiards hall or something like that, and they played, and like it was like they were just talking trash on Trump the whole time,
right?
And then but then I think Lindsey Graham rightfully realized hey, this guy's actually very popular. I need to be his do whatever he says, pretty much. So part of what made it so shocking is that we're all sort of anticipating news about Mitch McConnell, who sort of has disappeared for a month or so. But it turns out, as of he posted this picture of himself, a proof of life, which people were demanding.
By the way, McConnell unheard from in 4 weeks.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not like when people saw him at the grocery store, but like we have not seen this.
Yeah. What's great about the picture before we go into is like that they subtly clearly gave him a newspaper to have in the shot to be like, no, this is recent. And I guess he had a fall and also had pneumonia.
According to him.
Yeah.
We don't know. Honestly, they should have written the date on his forehead.
Yeah.
So you know exactly what date it is. This is where we're at. I mean, my official stance on all of this is a third of our Senate is 70 or older, and it's wrong. It's not the way it should be. We should, if all those people were forced to retire at age 68 or 70, we would have much younger people representing us, the American people, in the Senate.
And a lot of the things we are dealing with, where it's frustrating seeing extremely elderly people not know how to regulate these massive technology corporations that are sort of changing the fabric of society every day, and they just can't wrap their heads around it because they're in their 80s, and that's always been a challenge for elderly people, is understanding the new emerging technologies.
It'll be hard for me when I'm 80 to understand the new technology, even though I'll probably say, well, can I at least have sex with it?
Yeah, that's going to be top of mind. And
it is funny that Mitch McConnell in his 80s or whatever, what's Mitch, 81? Is holding a printed newspaper.
Yeah,
that's also funny. But you're right to bring up Lindsey Graham dies, and immediately there's extra pressure on Mitch.
Be like, no, I'm okay.
Just to show everyone. So really, Lindsey Graham is the reason we have this picture.
Yes. So thank you for that, I guess.
Thank you.
McConnell is also he's also been ancient for 20 years.
Yeah.
He's I think of the video of him where he just they ask him a question, he just sort of freezes on camera, and it is do you want to I mean, they only work like 20 hours a year, but still, like, don't you just retire and like fish, man?
I know. Well,
but
if people aren't going to retire on their own, we need to put in legislation that requires that.
Right. The only problem is that
they have to pass it.
Yeah. And it's not like this keeps happening, or like I don't know how many sitting Congress people died this past year. Like the it's always like a math thing trying to keep.
Yeah.
A lot of things are getting decided based on like who can die less right now in Congress.
Yeah. We did a chat last week that I was in that was talking about how Mitch was afraid to come forward because he has to hold on to the seat. But what if he's like truly incapacitated? Like, wait, like what does it take? Like, do you actually have to be like pushed out of the door in a body bag now for like this your spot to be like open? And then they're too old. The whole bottom line is they're too old.
They're too old.
They're too old.
Or they're too young and horny, which was the case with problematically horny.
Yeah.
This is a segue. There's important business because the war with Iran is back on, I guess.
I didn't know.
It's like every other week there's sort of hey, we're close to getting a deal, and then it falls apart, and we're back fighting, and now Iran is saying the Strait of Hormuz is closed. Trump says we're also he's doing what they did last time, where we're taking over the strait, and now we're like both on the same page in terms of the strait being closed.
You know what I do when I see Trump on my TV is I mute him.
Yeah.
It really is actually helpful. It's like a helpful strategy. Yeah. Like, don't listen to his words.
Right.
Just see what's happening.
Right.
Like, check the actions, not the words. And it is helpful because what's annoying about our media is everyone reports on what he says. But it's like, it has nothing to do with
no substance, really.
What he says has nothing to do with what's happening.
Right.
So, but I think I, like many Americans, don't really know what's happening in Iran. It's on, it's off, it's on, it's off. I pay attention to the gas prices.
Yes.
And I also think, like many Americans, I believe that the kind of longer this goes and the messier it goes, the more Iran is better at that.
Yeah, it does feel
or they know how to do that.
Yeah, it does feel like we're getting toyed with in some way. Yes. And I can't believe how much we talk about the Strait of Hormuz in my day-to-day life. But it's like this was sort of the thing why people were like, you should. They told the president not to go into Iran because this is Iran's.
Every war simulation since Richard Nixon, when actually war simulations were like fucking someone with like little army guys was like, if you attack Iran, they close the Strait of Hormuz.
They have this great play they can run.
Correct.
And they ran it, and we're dealing with it. Yes. Now they just keep. Yeah, it's a good bargaining chip on their end. Congrats to them on that, I guess.
Congrats to Iran on somehow having the Strait of Hormuz. Not congrats to America on still relying on foreign oil. I'm waiting for more Americans to buy bicycles or skateboards or unicycles. I know you're a big unicycle guy.
I unicycle to work every day. I'm not particularly good unicycling.
He crashes his way to work every day.
Have you ever been to Amsterdam? They've got a great bike culture there, and I want that for us.
Also, and I want to tell everyone who's listening, it's fun riding a bicycle.
It's exercise.
It's fun riding a bicycle. Sitting in a car in traffic is not fun.
No.
I enjoy riding a bicycle, and we should be, we talked about this last time I was on the podcast. We should be also discussing our reliance on foreign oil because the Strait of Hormuz, whether it's open or closed, something we do not control, should not affect every American's day-to-day operation.
The one time people in America pay attention to politics is when they are gassing their car. Correct. That's sort of like how we understand the rest of the world is through the gas pump. And we're getting, it's not pretty right now, except if you're getting your gas from a Trump Freedom Fuel station, these mysterious gas stations that are somehow selling, I don't know.
He runs this country like a Chuck E. Cheese. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, we're going to steal the oil from Venezuela and put it in my special little fund over here.
Is that what they do at Chuck E. Cheese?
It's what they do at Chuck E. Cheese. No, but there's like, I was thinking it's like a game frame. It's like you get tickets over here, you can buy this, and then I'll sell this back. It's just, it is. What are these things? They have
the vibe of like
freedom fuel. What was what
there's
I
like
always
like a
called
big eagle.
Cocaine freedom fuel.
There's a big American flag on it and an eagle with that looks like a like professional lacrosse team logo or something.
Totally.
And they're selling it for $3.47, and people think the 47 is a nod. $3.47 is a nod to Trump as the 47th president. They're selling oil or selling gas below market.
It's about $1 cheaper.
Yeah, it depends on where you are. A lot of them have been in Pennsylvania, which is like, okay, so this like swing state is getting all this cheap gas.
I feel like it would just be called Trump fuel. Why did
why even
freedom?
Dance around it?
I'm really annoyed how freedom is this word, but nobody can really define it.
Abused.
Like what is it? What is freedom?
Sometimes is it buying below market oil?
We all have ideas, but it is a word that gets used a lot, much like patriot. Like, what the fuck is that? What is that?
It's a highly people want to co-opt this word to push various things. Which we should start doing. We should start calling this. This is the Daily Show Freedom Podcast.
Freedom Daily Show. The Freedom Show.
Presented by Patriotism.
Yeah.
Oh, another gas price related story is that apparently in Russia, and you'll love this this isn't bicycles, but horse sales are skyrocketing. Because of the gas prices
from a transportation standpoint.
So I guess they're
not slaughtering these horses. Although horse meat is a highly consumed meat. Actually, Alan, can you please pull up the most popular animal meat in the world? And I believe it's goat, horse, cow. The 3 most consumed meats worldwide are pork, poultry, and beef. So I was totally wrong. So maybe
it depends on what continent you're on.
Well, thank you for the picture of bacon.
Bacon, okay. Pork,
bacon 1, chicken 2, beef 3, lamb 4. That's surprising. Goat 5, turkey 6. I eat a lot of turkey.
Do you?
Duck 7. Oh, ducks. Buffalo 8. What's this fucking source? 9, goose. We haven't even had horse yet. 10, rabbit. This is what is this for culinary?
Goose? I feel like I've never heard of anyone other than Ebenezer Scrooge eating a goose.
I'll have the goose, please.
Well, point is, people. I think they're buying. I think horse sales are on the rise because people are, I guess, riding horses more in Russia.
It's funny in today's technological advancement, people are literally going back to the horse.
It's kind of like analog.
It's kind of like when a tragedy happens and the internet is too busy or too filled with nonsense. I always turn on like the radio. And I'm like, this is nice.
I need to hear like
a stoic man's voice tell me what's going on.
Get on some AM radio. Yes.
Also, it's a nice reminder that if you ever have car problems, you could use a horse.
You can always use a horse. Have you ever ridden a horse?
Yes. And
I can see you on a horse.
do not have a great track record with horses.
Wow.
And I like horses. I respect them.
Majestic
creatures. I'm tall. I have a big dick too, and I just feel like they see me as a threat.
They're like you're sort of like an alpha horse or some sort of.
I'm an alpha horse. That was my nickname in high school, was alpha horse. I think horses are amazing, but I do not have a great track record with horses. I feel like you need to know how to be around horses.
That's,
are you horse? Are you a horse guy?
I'm not a horse guy, but I respect them. I think they're. I've had one good experience with a horse.
Please share.
Which is one time I was running to work. Speaking of commuting in a eco-friendly way.
Correct. Thank you for that.
And in a way that I like the biking or the running to work because it combines the commute and the exercise if you're a busy man. Anyway.
Yep. That's just hard for me because I have these huge books of jokes.
Yeah.
And I have to,
you have to bring them
back. Yeah.
But I was running to work and this police horse started galloping next to me and like for a quarter of a mile, and this horse were just like, and there was a police cop on it top of the horse. It wasn't just the horse deciding to do this, but it was like, and like we were having, I like it, like running next to a horse was this like really beautiful experience that
I feel like that is a cologne commercial.
Yeah, truly. Actually,
isn't there a commercial where Adam Driver? Sorry, An, you got to do this one. Adam Driver is running shirtless and he morphs into the horse, and it's a cologne ad. Horse, yeah. Yes. Look at this. The Tennis Channel was showing this ad like fucking crazy. Horse. Horse on Adam Driver.
Yes, that was me. Yes.
All right, now watch this. Look at this. And he's got a great body. And
he's pretty horse-like.
And Adam Driver, too. All right, watch this. But he's also running in like leggings. But watch this very last clip. Now Adam Driver's swimming.
They're sending a message like he is the horse.
He is the horse. Does Adam Driver get approval on this? That right there.
Yeah, okay.
Look at that.
Okay.
He's a fucking centaur.
Yeah.
Can you freeze frame on that, please? I mean, look at that. No other host does this. What I'm doing. Look at that.
Centaur. Yeah.
That is centaur. Anyways, the cologne is for Burberry, and I wonder what it smells like. Horse shit, apparently.
Yeah. Well, we did
horse
on the last Kosta Doing Business, or one of the last Kosta Doing Businesses.
Love that segment.
We covered how there's all this counterfeit cologne that has horse piss in it, which I guess horse piss maybe smells good. And this, in fact, the fact that people are buying horses, or that the horse market is skyrocketing, is very much a Kosta Doing Business.
It definitely is, and let's please mark that. But also, I wonder if Burberry fragrance is popular in Russia. And maybe they've seen this ad and they're like, I want a horse.
I guess there must be quite a horse culture in Russia, because I think of the classic Putin riding a horse shirtless.
Which is funny because I don't see them as a country that does a lot of horsing around.
Yeah, truly.
You know what I mean?
And I guess we are a very horse-centric culture, I would say.
I always thought it was funny that cops were on horses, and then when you actually go to an event and you see a cop on a horse, you're like, it makes sense. He's strong and he's high.
And I'm
scared of them.
This horse, and either of them could kill me at any moment.
It's funny that has somehow stuck around from that time period.
Yes.
Like the police department's like, no, we're keeping the horse thing.
This works. Yeah.
You never see a cop on a donkey.
No.
Or a pony.
Yeah, they should get more animal cops.
I feel like if you're a new cop, you should get a pony.
Yeah. Work your way up. Start you as a donkey, and then and if you get demoted, you have to ride a pig around.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Let's talk about our good friend Pete Hegseth.
Oh, Pete Hegseth, right.
He made news recently, I guess. Well, he's made a lot of image-obsessed policies with our military, including a recent one in which he wants, I don't know if it's official policy, but he has expressed that he wants clean-shaven soldiers.
It feels like the Trump administration is actually very effective and intelligent about how they govern optics.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing they know how to manage.
Yeah.
Like optics are so important to them, but not well-being, economy, finance, but they do really give a fuck about optics.
Yeah, truly. And it doesn't matter, we're not going to figure out the situation in Iran.
No.
But we'll look good
it. Yeah, right. But even like the Trump Kennedy Center, the way they manage that with the scaffolding, so you can never really see. Now he's forced to take it down, but we're not going to see that. He's going to put they manage optics really well
in this incredibly self-conscious way that's sort of deranged.
It's awful. It's awful, but I'm saying they're good at the optics.
Yes. And there are I'm sure a good chunk of Americans who are and their base being damn right.
Or just they pay. So many Americans don't pay attention enough that they just see something quickly, and that's the Trump model.
Right. It's just a weird thing for your job. I just think of imagine if our job was hey, you can't have beards here. That's 2/3 of the writing staff. I feel I understand. I guess that maybe the mentality is hey, we're all gonna do this thing together, and that will bring us together. But I think especially for we're saying drone pilots, a drone pilot needs to have a big dirty neck beard and possibly a fedora on.
I
his
want
head.
my drone pilot to be sitting in the basement.
Insane posture.
Rest, like food on the gut.
Yeah.
It just feels like he's always got some little thing to complain about.
Do they make you shave your face? You're a clean-shaven guy.
Well, I was thinking about that, So I come from an athletic background, and I definitely in athletics, you will have coaches say to you, like, you need to shave.
Yeah, that was a big thing with the Yankees. I think you couldn't have.
It's a big thing. Yeah. It's a big thing. And TV, like I just want to look the best that I can look.
Right.
But no one has ever said, Michael, you have to shave your face. I don't really know how much I give a shit about this, other than he has so many of these optic things that it's like, is anybody managing our fucking defense? Is this really what you're hanging your hat on?
Below his pay grade to be like,
yes.
Nobody better have beards.
It's also funny when it feels to me that the American military, in particular in Iran, is a fucking mess.
Yeah.
Like, you shave your beard.
This seems like a low priority.
Yes,
right now.
This should be that's what I'm trying to say. Is you said it best, which is why you're the writer. This is a low priority.
Yes. I'm just curious if you grew like a funny mustache, if the network would be like, hey,
I think somebody
isn't doing well
in this building would say, don't do that. Yeah.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
One way to find out.
Speaking of optics,
yes,
there's, I guess, a new trend called everything's maxing with Gen Z.
Maxing, right.
Looks maxing, etc. But now there's apparently it's called ballmaxxing, in which people are injecting fluid into their scrotum to increase the size. And just a heads up, this may be dangerous to inject random chemicals into your scrotum. Your thoughts, Michael?
All right, so you're injecting fluid into your ball. I'm going to have to pretend like I don't know what you're talking about. Right. Injecting fluid into your ball sack so the balls look bigger?
I guess so. Are like really big balls, is that a good look? Let's start there.
Alan, what are those truck nuts called? Is it called truck nuts?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's truck nuts.
I've always felt like the more you have to show off your dick or your balls, usually the more not a man you are.
Right. It's like
this whole truck nut thing. People hang testicles from their trucks.
Yeah, so so it's clear that their car
is
a boy.
Is the dick. Yeah. I wish people weren't injecting fluid in their scrotum. I wish they were injecting empathy into their heart, Zach.
We got the clip, but
who's doing this for real?
I mean,
come on, is this clickbait?
Yeah.
What is this shit? Wait, what's the headline? Why ballmaxxing may be more dangerous than you think? Of course it's more. Come on.
I mean, I already think it's pretty dangerous.
Experts caution experts. Who? Ballmaxxing experts? So could cause infection and may result in long-term damage to male genitalia. Some say that increasing their scrotum size makes them feel more masculine and confident, while others claim they believe women prefer larger testicles. Some have also suggested that ballmaxxing can enhance sexual pleasure and performance. I'm listening.
Okay, I'm actually in. This isn't sounding as stupid as I thought.
I feel like if she's already seeing your balls, most of the hard work is done.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like if there was a way if I could inject something in my body to help me pick up a girl.
Yeah.
It's
the confidence you get from
confidence.
having.
Okay.
But yeah, I feel like I don't know. I mean, I'd be curious. But we're maybe the wrong people to talk about what if a ball is a big ball is a good thing or not.
Right. Prosthetic testicular implants are a legitimate surgical option. Okay, that's good for me to know. Performed by trained urologists in sterile operating environments. Interesting to me that it does feel like there's this trend in health that all doctors now have to also do cosmetic.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever went to a dermatologist when you were a kid, but they were there to make sure you didn't have cancer. Now the dermatologists are like, oh, you got a little crow's feet on your head. Oh, it's like
get some retinol for that.
You're telling me a urologist, a guy who studies like urinary tract infections, is now going to do a prosthetic ball implant?
You gotta have a little side gig, I guess, even as a doctor. Now,
field piece.
Yes.
Field piece. I would like a third testicle.
Like the woman in Total Recall.
She had 3 breasts.
Yep. And I saw that at a very young age because my dad had a lot of Arnold VHS.
As he should, as every man. That used to be the ballmaxxing.
Yeah, just having
a lot of laser disc Arnold Schwarzeneggers.
Yes. And it just seems like, well, I feel like we are, and this is a good thing maybe, that like young men are now having as many are like bodily insecurity as women. We've sort of finally we've made progress in that sense.
If you're out there listening and you're thinking about ballmaxxing, I would say don't do it. Wait a year if you still really want to ballmax. But I bet you this is something
it's going to blow over.
And I would also say for anybody, man or woman, if you want to fix something on the outside, start by trying to acknowledge something on the inside.
Mm-hmm. That's sound advice. And I would just say go for it. I would say load them up.
Load them up.
I remember there being a picture in like a Guinness Book of World Records maybe, or maybe Ripley's Believe It or Not, of like a guy with the world's largest ball sack. And it didn't seem very fun for him.
Yeah.
So maybe think about that.
Yeah, think about that.
But Kosta,
yeah,
it can't all be ballmaxxing. Let's talk about some of the stuff that's happening coming up this week.
Yeah, well, now the first thing is I'm going to be doing my initial meeting for ballmaxxing. But yes,
right, yeah, you're consulting.
Yes, consulting. Yeah. This week,
Todd Blanche, acting Attorney General, former Trump personal lawyer, possibly Trump's still personal lawyer, is he's having a confirmation hearing.
Yeah.
And it's been sort of a minute since we've had one of these where you're like, I can't believe this guy is going to be acting Attorney General. And I'm sure it'll be a contentious hearing led by 2 extremely old men. I believe Grassley
91
and Durbin maybe
80s.
And
hey, let me just say to the Congress out there, this is an opportunity, if you're in Congress, to check and balance the executive power that exists in our government. Like, Trump is just going to keep pressuring the system, and if we don't check it,
right,
you can check it. You have power,
and they like have done things where they're like, hey, we don't. They have pushed back in ways where it's like very clear
that it works when they check it. Yeah. The problem with this guy, he set up the J6 compensation fund.
Yes,
$1.8 billion,
and that did get
checked.
Which is like would be perfectly reasonable to say, hey, you did this crazy thing. I'm not going to appoint you.
Right. The IRS settlement that gave Trump and his family immunity.
Yes.
Forever.
To say you can't ever look at our tax forms.
You can't ever be in trouble.
Yeah.
And I think every American out there would agree with this statement. The Department of Justice probably should not be in the pocket of the president.
Right. Historically, that has been like a very important thing. But now it's like it seems very clear that Todd Blanche is going to do Trump's bidding.
Correct.
As Attorney General. So we'll see. We'll be watching that. My thing with Todd Blanche is that his name is kind of funny.
I know, it's very funny.
It's a very Seinfeld name.
Mm-hmm.
Todd Blanche.
And probably Trump really wants him to be appointed also because of Epstein interference.
Right.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. And I guess Blanche has conceded in court that when he's been there, they've sort of failed to do their job releasing the Epstein files, which is, I believe, U.S. law that they're supposed to do that.
Okay.
We'll also be paying attention to how Lindsey Graham's death and the power to fill that the power vacuum to fill that seat. I believe Trump just said that he wants Lindsey Graham's sister to take over until because it is an election year. That's
not allowed.
That's what's sort of fun about American democracy is that there's like there's like a sort of 90s sitcom loophole where it's like, huh?
Right.
His sister?
Nobody looked.
And I guess I think maybe the governor is the one who has the power, but I'm sure, yeah, someone who's like who just has a completely different job is going to be in the halls is going to be filling the seat.
I was a pharmacist 3 days ago.
And now I'm a senator? I remember when Lindsey Graham was running for president, they were like, and everyone was like, "You're not married. Who would be the first lady?" And he was like, "My sister."
My sister.
It's not important. We don't know anything about her.
But also,
is it just Lindsey Graham in a wig? Yeah.
What he tweets is not law and is not policy. So everybody do your job.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't pay attention to it. It is sort of the thing of like he's so cartoonish on camera that like if cameras didn't exist and people just read newspapers and like got his quotes, and it was just written verbatim, you'd be like, what?
I know.
How is what is he saying here?
He knows how to work the American media very well.
Yeah.
Very well. Salads, well, leafy greens are giving a lot of people diarrhea. Although I always think these are overrated. These like
salad or diarrhea?
I think diarrhea is appropriately rated. No, I always feel like every summer there's like a health scare.
Right.
And this one now is some cryobacteria or something that exists on leafy greens. I mean, I would love to see if like
a parasite.
The sugar lobby put this one out.
Yeah. I guess a parasite that's found that historically has been found on like fresh produce is sweeping across America.
Yeah.
There's depending on what state, some states have hundreds of reported cases.
Yeah.
And it gives people we're talking about it because it's diarrhea, and diarrhea is kind of funny.
I had 11 beers, 3 bowls of nachos, and 2 bratwursts on Saturday, and then I think I got it.
Right? Yeah.
I had diarrhea all night.
Yeah. What the heck? Is it in the 11 beers?
Yeah,
maybe?
no, maybe. But you should wash your salad. That's something that I have to admit I've cut corners on in the past in my life. You salad washer?
Yeah, I actually just got a salad spinner for the first time.
Talk to me about that. That's
do you have one?
No.
It's sort of a game changer. It makes it easy. You.
My parents had one.
Put them in.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's still a lot of work to really dry it. You have to like do it like a lot of times if you really want it dry, and you do want it dry so that the dressing binds to it. I've been on.
You press the button.
Yeah, you press the button, then you stop. Press the button, then stop. Then I sort of.
It's a centrifugal force situation, right?
And then it's like that. Like mine is only big enough to fit like one salad. So if I'm making a salad for a bunch of people, then it's sort of a bit of work. But
I would just wash your salad in that case.
Yeah. I don't care if my wife has diarrhea.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be a fun week.
Thank you.
I'm very excited.
Yeah.
I always love Kosta Week. Maybe there's a lot of sports stories. So there's potential sports war.
Okay.
With the World Cup and Wimbledon. And
Wimbledon was a big event. There's a lot of fun at Wimbledon because they eat a lot of strawberries.
Ooh.
That's like a huge thing.
Oh,
that could be a cost of doing business too.
That could be there's a lot of, they shouldn't be because there's a lot of diarrhea in strawberries.
That's
from
right.
what I've been told.
But they all come from this one farm.
Oh, really?
In the countryside of England. They've come there for like 200 years.
Wow.
So we should see, and it's a female farmer, I believe. We should see if she has diarrhea.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Thank you.
We should tell the journalists I guess it's over right now, right?
It's over. Wimbledon is over.
So if you have diarrhea and are British, then that's why.
Right. Come here, buddy. Let's say goodbye to the cameras. I'm going to have Walter join. Walter, by the way, this is Walter's favorite time of year right now because fireworks are over.
Yeah.
He does not care for fireworks.
I don't know if you live in New York City. It's sort of always.
Yeah, there is always a loud thing.
Let's go to a segment we call The Daily Show and Tell, Kosta.
Okay.
What's something that you've watched, read, listened to, checked out, argued about? Just anything that's been on your mind? Any?
I've been reading this book that I've been making fun of for many years, but I never actually read it. Now I'm reading it, and I kind of agree with the book.
Uh-oh.
So it's a book by Dr. Sarnos, and was written in the 80s about how your back pain is really just in your head. Do you know this?
No.
It's funny. Back pain is this thing that like everybody has. No one wants to hear someone talk about. But basically, as I'm reading the book, I forget what it's called, but he's using really old terminology like tension. But he's kind of on the cutting edge of like your emotional health manifests itself physically, which doesn't sound crazy to hear now, but that's what I'm reading. And the reason I share that is it's good to challenge your own beliefs and go, oh, the thing that I thought that it was actually isn't that thing. And sometimes I'll be like, have an opinion on something about an article I just saw the headline, and then you actually read it and you're like, oh, that's not true.
Right, yeah. And it's what inspired you to read this book?
I've had back pain. It's been getting better.
Good.
And then finally someone was like, you should read this book. He's kind of quacky, but you might like it. And I'm like, he is quacky. And then I read it and I'm like, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. And I think it's important, actually, because as a country, this is true. I'm not bullshitting you here. I believe as individuals, our emotional health, if not dealt with, manifests itself physically. And I believe as a country, happy birthday, America, our scars from the past, if we don't talk about them, deal with them, face them, they will manifest themselves negatively. And that might be what we're kind of experiencing right now, in my opinion.
Right, yes. Yeah.
This wasn't really funny what I just said.
I had a thought of yeah.
But like, if America is eliminating references to slavery in their textbooks, that is not doing that. That is not facing what happened and what we did. And by facing what happened and what we did, and by the way, there's a million more examples, Japanese internment, Vietnam War. This is a great ender, huh, Alan? We can be better and be healthier going forward.
Yeah, you can't bury it.
You gotta go through it.
And I also think, just in terms of the health aspect of it, like we are like we don't deal with anything in a real way, so we're always like, the problem is my scrotum's not big enough, and we like sort of like just fall for all these health fads where we're like, this will fix it.
You got to get to what the issue is.
Yeah.
What is your show and tell? Please don't say Dr. Sarnosis back pain book.
I'm reading it too. How have you dealt with your back pain? I'm genuinely.
I mean, I really believe in Pilates. I really believe in. I don't actually believe in yoga that much. I believe in stretching your hamstrings. I believe in emotional health. I believe in meditation. And I'm on a path. And I'm making progress, but it's slow.
That's good. Back health is important.
Back health is important.
I think it can really drive people crazy.
Yes,
yes. I recommend running as fast as you can next to a horse. Like,
you know what else helps is rolling. You know, in the rollers.
Like
this whole week I'm hosting, and everyone makes fun of me. I will be rolling in the rewrite room. In the ECR, I am rolling.
I think there should be less. Look, if we have to go to work for 9 hours a day, we should be able to sort of move our bodies in ways that are healthy.
Correct.
I always sneak off to the writer's room and do push-ups every day.
How many push-ups you doing?
I do 100 push-ups a day.
Damn! That is a lot of fucking push-ups.
I'm one of our chestier writers.
You are a chestier writer. Wow. You know, I always said you wrote with your chest.
Thank you. And
how do you do 100 push-ups?
I do 4 sets of 25. It's not all at once, yeah.
Wow.
But it was a thing I started. Please don't keep any of this.
This is show and tell. This is what I want to know.
I guess my thing is that at the beginning of the year, I was like, well, it's also being like, I have a 2-year-old son. It's like hard to find time to exercise. But I was like, if I could just do 100 push-ups every day, even if I can't exercise every day, then like at least my body is doing something with all the horse meat I'm eating.
I feel like, Alan, we should finish this podcast with Zach doing 25. Yeah.
And while Kosta does some rolls out the back.
Rolls out the back.
My daily show and tell. I just watched this great. I believe it won Best International Film in the past 5 years.
Bush Pilots.
It was called. It's called Another Round. I believe it's a Danish film.
Oh, it's a great movie.
Yeah,
I love that movie.
It's so good. It's about these like Danish middle-aged men who are like sort of stuck in their life, and one of them's like, oh, there's this like, I forget, a philosopher or something that thinks that like human blood is like actually 5% too low in alcohol content. So they devised this idea, which is the thought that I've had, where it's like, I'm sort of at my best when I'm like 2 beers in.
A little bit drunk. Right,
yeah.
right.
And so they sort of just like start day drinking, and they're all teachers. So they start day drinking.
Is it like 100 days in a row or something?
Yeah, they're like keeping track of it. They're doing it very scientifically, and like it sort of like first improves their lives, and then it's a very fun watch.
It is a fun watch, and it has a wild
very
ending.
Beautiful,
wild ending.
Great ending.
Crazy ending.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. It is beautiful and well shot. I remember watching it on an airplane and thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, and I feel like a sort of realistic but and sad, brutal look at being a middle-aged male.
And also alcohol.
And alcohol.
And how it's meant to like solve your problems, but it creates problems. Yep. And yes, I agree.
So that's something I watched lately that really stuck with me.
Zach, I really enjoyed this. Thanks for hosting.
Thanks, Kosta. Thanks for letting me brag about how many push-ups I could do. That's all the time we have for the pre-cap. I'm Zach DiLanzo. This is Kosta. You got any shows coming up, Kosta? Just around the city? Anything
I always
planned?
got shows. MichaelKosta.com. I always got shows.
Cool.
I'm going to be in August. I'm going to be doing some road gigs. So
nice.
So
check
see
out
you
Michael,
over there.
Check Kosta out, hosting the Daily Show this week. Check it out, Comedy Central, Paramount Plus, and right here in podcast form on the Daily Show, Ears Edition. Thanks to our good friend Alan and Assad, who's, I don't know what his job is on the podcast, but he's a great hang.
Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Assad. And Walter, thanks again for your insight.
Thanks, Walter.
Explore more shows from The Daily Show podcast universe by searching The Daily Show wherever you get your podcasts. Watch The Daily Show weeknights at 11, 10 Central on Comedy Central, and stream full episodes anytime on Paramount Plus.
This has been a Comedy Central podcast.